Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is Rob, your local problematic Leo, and today on the Daily Grind, we're going to be chatting about devstream 182. Now, before we hop into any of that, I do have to give you guys a little bit of a heads up. It's been a rough week, if you guys probably couldn't tell. First and foremost, I got sick for what feels like the 6th time this year. That's kind of crazy for me, because usually it's only maybe once or twice a year, but I feel like I've been hopping in and out of it, and I just don't understand why. And then, of course, we got like the soul-shattering news that we lost like one of the biggest artistic minds for Warframe. If you guys have been watching Agatha all along, you'll know the phrase, not a Green Witch, but the Green Witch. Like, I've talked about Warframe having the art team carry for so long. He is like the art team carry to the art team. Like, it's... I can't even put into words how much it's kind of like shook me. And I am working on a video, but I can't just slap together anything for that, if you know what I mean. Like, I don't even know how to put into words how I would create something that would be even worthy of a tribute to somebody who's been such an inspiration for so long. And I think I gotta cut myself off because I could just keep going with that thought. I'll put that in a separate video. So just know it has not been the funnest time over here. However, let's go ahead and talk about some of the new things that are going to be coming up. We have Xaku Prime, which is going to be releasing November 13th. And as always, like I had said before, art team carries. Holy crap. And the cool thing about this is I haven't actually gotten into Xaku until very, very recently. They have not been a frame that I've been all that interested in playing. I don't know, I thought that they were just a little weird, a little wonky. And then I kind of saw them in action in some places and I was like, oh, okay, you're feeling kind of sexy right now. And so I was very happy. I was like, oh yeah, it's Xaku's turn. They're going to be absolutely fantastic. And then we saw the key art. The key art is beautiful. The energy ponytail, I am dying for it. I absolutely love all the metallic details. It's going to be a good one. We've got the Quasis and the Trumna Prime. I haven't used the Trumna in ages, but I do remember really, really liking it. And of course, the Quasis is a fan, so I'm a fan of the fans. That's going to be fantastic. But what I also really like is that we're getting new Operator Prime gear and is the Necra Orbiter / Drifter suits. And I think it's very appropriate for this time of year. And I am feeling kind of witchy because of Agatha all along. So I'm digging the witchy vibes, which I normally would not be into. We've also got a really mid SANDR, which I love how through the dev stream they talked about everything else, but the SANDR was just kind of in the background. And you know what? That's kind of where it deserves to be. I will be picking it up and I will be doing some looks for that. Next up, they actually jumped into Warframe 1999. They started talking about it. It is going to be releasing December 2024. As usual, they always have a nice little winter release. But there are some key things that I did want to touch on. There's 6 proto frames. Are we just talking about like them being like characters? Like they're not like new frames that we're gonna have to like level up. It's because as far as I know, we've got like the 6 proto frames which are characters, and then we've got the Gemini skins, but not actually new Warframes. We've only got one new Warframe, which is gonna be Site 09, and ooh, they're like Gemini person variant is kind of looking kind of saucy. I was looking at them on stream and I was like, they did good work on that one. So Site 09 is going to be the new Warframe for 1999 that's coming out. And then we've got the Technocyte Coda. Now, they are actually something that I'm very, very interested in. Now, they are going to be the kind of like lich system that we have in regular Warframe. However, they're bringing out a completely new way to handle them. They're not going to be using any of the old resources. Surprise, surprise, if you are a Warframe veteran, you know when they release a new update, they're going to make sure that you don't have any of the resources. Of course, they're going to come out with new resources, right? That we got to go farm and do all that stuff for. It's fine, whatever. Because it does seem like it's going to be a pretty interesting new way that might be better than the old way, to be completely honest with you. So each of the Technocyte Coda, it's the new boy band, which I absolutely love, the infested boy band. When you actually get one, you'll get an automatic cosmetic. Now they're saying that the cosmetics are going to be far more varied. They might be a floof, they might be a poster, not necessarily just ephemera, which kind of hurts my soul because I just kind of want the ephemera. I don't care about the floofs or the posters, if I'm going to be honest with you. But you will get a cosmetic every single time, so don't even worry about that. It's going to be token based, and sometimes depending on the Coda that you're taking on, you might actually get more tokens than is necessary to buy the weapon that you want. Now the weapons are going to be on a rotating system, kind of like the Tenant weapons are, you know, where you can buy them from, what is it called? That one syndicate that, you know, DE forgot about. Yeah, so it's going to be similar to that, and you might actually, if you take down 2 Coda, you might actually have enough tokens to purchase 3 weapons, so that's kind of cool. Again, it's not going to use any of the Requiem stuff, and it's not going to use any of the previous resources. So I am really excited to see how all that kind of pans out, because I was so happy they showed the list of the weapons, and the very first one on there was the Hema. The Hema. I was so happy. I was like, yes, you know that's going to be the first one that I'm going for. We also have the Sporolthix. God, I hate their names sometimes. The Synapse, of course. The Catabalist, which I completely forgot was a thing. I feel like I need to actually get back into game and spotlight each of these weapons. The Pox, which I knew that they had to do. The Tysis, which I'm not mad about at all. The Costasis, the Haruto, yes. The Mire, oh, not the infested bacon sword. I hate it. And then the Pathicist. And then they're coming out with 3 new weapons. It sounds like one of the new weapons that's coming out is going to be a part of that big chainsaw family. You know what I'm talking about? The one where we literally just have the one weapon that is the big massive chainsaw. I don't know, but there's going to be 3 new weapons in the mix as well, so I'm excited to see what all of those are. In addition to that, they're actually going to introduce a new game mode type, but I think it's just going to be in Warframe 1999, which is going to be Endless Capture, where basically you go, you capture an enemy, they mutate, then you got to go and find them again, and then you got to keep capturing them over and over and over. It's an endless mission, so I'm assuming that at some point you can say, okay, I've pulled out enough of their genes, I'm gonna go leave this mission now. It sounds kind of fun, and I'm kind of into it because I guess the enemy is gonna keep evolving and gain new abilities, probably become more difficult, which I kind of like. So those are the big things that they wanted to talk about with 1999. They also did have, okay, here's my issue. It's weird. Let's talk about the Gemini skins. I am so used to Warframes not having faces. Now they kind of like have faces, like human faces, and I think it's kind of weird and it's kind of bothersome. It freaks me out a little bit. It's a little Uncanny Valley-esque. I don't know why. But the legendary emotes that they've got going on, kind of into. Kind of really like it. It's almost, what is it called? Overwatch-ish, where they have, you know, the like play of the game kind of poses. They'll like say something and then they'll transform, and they'll transform into one of the other looks that you have for them, one that does not include a face, which I can appreciate if I'm going to be completely honest with you. So the legendary emotes are a win. The Gemini skins kind of freaking me out. I hope that we can use the legendary emotes without necessarily using the Gemini skins, because I would like to be able to switch my fashion in the middle of a game, just in case I'm feeling a little saucy. And then the last little bit that I did want to go ahead and cover, they did talk about some drifter fashion. Usually I wouldn't talk about it, but I have to admit, I was kind of into it. I kind of liked the tech gear stuff. I don't know. I was like, you know what? My drifter could use a little schnazz up a bit. And you know what? I might actually do a video for drifter faces, because I know listen, I know the operator video on how to fix your face did not do too well, but I do know that some of you guys were requesting how to fix your drifter's face. I might end up doing a video of that at some point. I don't know. Leave me how you feel about all of that down in the comments below. So, you know, do all the things for the algorithm. If you guys haven't already, be sure to leave a thumbs up on this video. Sorry I couldn't get it out sooner. I did not have much of a voice when the dev stream did actually come out. It's been a rough week. So give me some love down there digitally, however you want to do it. And that does about do it for me for now. And as always, love somebody, hurt nobody, and touch your body. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.